right, comes before a fall, maybe not. Still to come, king of the airwaves. As Charles turns DJ, do you judge people on their musical tastes? But today, our guests, they are no strangers to drama. Often they are at the very heart of it in Albert Square. And most recently, EastEnders fans were delighted when Denise chose her estranged husband, Jack, over bad boy Ravi. Here to tell us about 40 years of EastEnders and celebrating the achievements of Black and Asian women on screen, please welcome Diane Parish and Tameka Empson.
Nice to see you live.
Yeah.
Welcome to Loose Women. It's a takeover.
We're here for it. We're here for it.
Oh my God!
Do you know what? When you came on like that, I thought, I'm just giving it to them. I don't need to do it.
We've got time.
That was cool. Of course, you two have known each other for what? How long?
Over 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Long time.
Who's the sensible one?
I'm the sensible one, of course.
Yeah. We take turns in being silly, but
Yes.
we have a lot of fun together. don't we?
Yeah.
do.
It must be great, the two of you knowing each other for so long and obviously being in the industry. Like, how do you support each other, you know, being in the industry as actors and women of colour in the industry as well?
You know, well, if they're talking about EastEnders, I joined and my first scene was in the house.
Yes.
And I never forget it.
Hurricane Tameka.
Hurricane Kimberly.
Yeah.
But I have to say, there is that thing of that synergy, you know, when somebody's got your back. And because we're written as sisters, we have that sister love anyway.
Yeah.
I knew her before, but not as much as I have now.
Yeah.
And I just think when you are with somebody that you work so closely with, it gives you the freedom to just fall back, knowing that somebody's there, you know, knowing that you can have
We're
that
very
trust.
fortunate to have that blessing of somebody that, you know, you don't have to translate what you're trying to say, you know, we just get each other. And, you know, we have that bond, not just at work. It starts in the car on the way home. You know, on the
Is it
speaker.
like straight on the phone?
Straight on the phone. It's like, hey, Tameka.
Definitely. Yeah. You never guess what?
Yeah. And then when we get in, you know.
But you're taking that out now. You've got a show, Sisters on Screen.
Yes, this is on screen. So a good friend of mine, Judd Batchelor, who's founded Bachelors of Arts, which is for theatre and media. And she has created an event called Sisters on Screen for celebrating women of colour for Women International Month. So there's a series of it, but Diane and myself are the first to launch it. And it's at the Millfield Theatre on the 29th of March.
What will we see?
I'm just soaking in. You see, on TV, you don't get this. So I'm soaking it in, so thank you very much.
We'll get lots of that on the 29th of March. What will people see on the 29th?
Diane?
Over to you. So on the 29th of March, it will be sort of Q&A. It'll be like a This Is Your Life, with a host asking us questions and sort of exploring our early years as actors together about, you know, being visible in TV and film and theatre and what the difficulties have been doing that sort of thing. But also, then we're going to leave people alone, give them a few surprises, bit of interactivity with the audience, and then there may be a special surprise at the end.
It's great because it's inspiring. I remember seeing you two both on TV before I was in the industry and getting to speak to the both of you as well. And I have to say thank you because your representation means a lot. So it's a pleasure for me to be here with all of my sisters.
Thank you.
You know, all of us.
We're going to have to ask you about the live show.
It was so much on my shoulders. The choices I had to make. Diane?
She sits her teeth.
Did you get the one you wanted, Diane? Because of
I'm not allowed to answer that. Everyone asks me that question. It's not very ethical or moral to say, but, you know, either way, I have to say this like a politician, I would have been pleased. And it is interesting because people were saying this is harder than Brexit.
Did you think you'd get that reaction, though?
No, not at all. And when I got in, my daughter sent it to me. And I thought it was fake. I thought what it was
It was a live viewing at Wembley Box Park,
at Box Park. And I thought what it would happen, someone had superimposed it on the cup final.
It was the real deal.
So it was amazing. And then also, so it was that lovely one, that joyous one, but then I saw another one with Martin, and that was so different. But it was... Oh, the pain, the wailing of people when because they really felt it, and it just went to show how connected people are to our characters in our show, that they really felt that.
And James Bay he's such a lovely guy, isn't he? I mean, you're losing a friend, aren't you?
Yeah,
you're
you
losing a friend. I don't mean that, but you know, from the company.
An important company member, and you know, and he's so funny. He's such a lovely person. What do we call him?
Tall glass of water. He's a tall glass of water. I'm telling you, James. I say James High. James High. And I think, you know, it's when you do a show like he said, there's so many people that watch the show. Yeah. Everybody, you know, is a part of it. You're a family. And I think when you leave, you never really leave, do you? You never really leave. People say, oh, yeah, I remember you in EastEnders. I remember you in just different storylines. And it was really bad to, you know, to see him go. But then when he calls you or you see him on, you know, oh, he's still alive, he's still all right. You know what I mean? You just look forward to seeing what he's going to do next, you know.
He's going to be doing great things next,
How do you prepare for, you know, such emotional scenes, or even the live scene? Like, do you know beforehand, or is it just, and maybe you can't say too much, but how do you prepare to know that, actually, we're going to do this live and you're going to be thrown into it?
Everyone was different, you know. Some people were downstairs causing chaos and...
What are you looking at me for?
Some people were having a right old buzz downstairs. I wanted to be in my room on my own. I needed to just lock in.
Did you have 2 scripts, or...?
I had 2 different scenes I had to hold in my head. And that was the most... Out of it, I mean, honestly, what Lacey and James and Natalie Cassidy had to do was extremely difficult. But not knowing which scene was going to have to come out of my mouth was the most... Do you know what I mean?
It was the most... shudders of horror.
Yeah, it was. So, but actually what happened, when Chris Crenshaw came through in his buggy, like Maya Jama, in Love Island, and said, you know, who won... Being able to release one scene actually made me go, OK, now I'm going to play this one. And it actually became easier because I only had one scene to do.
So how much warning? Because it was live.
Yeah, it was always very pressurising for everybody, and but also the build-up, because we get such a build-up.
Yeah, socials were going crazy.
That was unprecedented, and it was a lot of fun. But that bit where it all shuts down and we do nothing but the live is
it was insane. I mean, my friend Matty ran off in the middle of dinner. We were having dinner somewhere. He just ran off and said, "What are you doing?" He texted me, "It's the EastEnders live." Paying then and finishing off your dinner.
Wow, that's brilliant. That is brilliant.
I don't know how they managed to keep you quiet through it, Tameka. That's all I can say.
Well, I got out. Just literally crawling through the rubble.
Well, listen, we hope it's going to be happy ever after. We doubt it sincerely, but never mind. But you two have absolutely got to promise to come back. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Tameka.
Tameka.
You're